Welcome back to Selenium C# Chapter 2. In Chapter 1, we have seen how to run simple test cases like login page by entering username and password using Selenium C# code. We have used Visual Studio to run the same. I have also shown you how to reference Selenium WebDriver. Selenium is open source. Visual Studio community version is also freeware. I have used Catalan Studio to record the steps. By default, it captured ID as web element locators. Please refer to my earlier Chapter 1 video for the same. Today I am going to show you another way of doing this by using name, XPath, CSS selector, etc. So I'm going to show you this in the same project that I did for the Chapter 1. So I'm going to add another test case for 002 login test case 1.cs. Okay. Now I am opening the Catalan Studio. I'm going to record test steps. The test steps, what I'm going to do is the same test steps what I did for the Chapter 1, but this time it is slightly different. Please watch what I'm doing right now. I'm going to click on Record, Catalan Studio, and I'm going to enter admin as my username and password as password and click on login. Now you can see that the Catalan Studio has recorded those test steps. I'm going to stop it now. So what I did is just click on the username and password and submit. You can see that it's captured using ID. Now export this using WebDriver mtest C#. Visual Studio supports C#, so I'm going to convert that into C#. If it is Java, then the format should be Java format. Now if we click on to the ID, you can see it. You can also identify it using name. I'm going to change those web locators to name. We'll explain about what is ID, name in a later stage. Okay. So now we have taken name as web locators to identify those text boxes, username, password and login button. Now we can see that it is captured a code in C#. You take only that portion and paste into the Visual Studio editor. So now you can see that web element is identified using name. Last class we have seen web element is identified using ID. So now you can see all things are captured using find web element by name. Find element by name. So what you are seeing right now is I am commenting it. So first step is click. So clicking is just click on to that text box username. Clear is basically clearing the username. And .send keys will send the admin keys into the user text box. Similar way you have to comment for password. Commenting is basically very important. Yeah. My basic idea here is to make you learn Selenium using practical example. So this course is purely based on hands-on and very straight to the point. You don't need to spend time on reading so many Selenium API documents. Instead, just follow what I'm addressing here. You will see the benefit. So we have two test cases. 001 in the right side solution explorer, you can see that 001 login automation.cs, 002 login test case 1.cs. So both test cases are ideally doing the same, but they are identifying the web locators. One using ID, another using name. Now I can run the test case number 2 from the login test case page itself. Another way of running is go to the left panel, you can see Test Explorer, you can run from there itself. You can directly run it. While running, it will build, and if there is an error, syntactically it will throw an error. Right now you can see it's already built and it's going to run the test case. It will open the browser, Chrome browser automatically, and it will launch the website. It will enter admin user ID and password, and you can see the Test Explorer, the test case has been passed. Okay. Now you can see that there are 2 test cases. Now I run only test case number 2, which is written using name. You can also run all test cases from Test Explorer by run all, so that both test cases can be run. Ideally both test cases are doing same, but they are all doing using 2 different web element locators. Now next I'm going to explain doing the same using XPath. So for that, what you should do, you have to go back to the Catalan Studio. Catalan Studio is only a tool to record the test steps, and the running is we are doing it using Visual Studio. You can see that here it is identified name, password, and submit button. Everything is using by.name. So this is a focus. Now I'm going to change the web element to submit 1. So what will happen? It is going to fail test case because submit 1, there is no web locator like that. I'm going to show you how this test case will fail. You can see the first test case is ran and is already passed. And testing second test case, you can see it basically failed. Okay, you can see the test case failed. So in the Test Explorer, you can see test cases failed because the last line 26 where you're clicking on login, it is submit 1. I'm removing it now, so the test case will pass. So if you write a wrong web locators, then it will fail, test case will fail. Now I'm going to do the same thing go to the Catalan Studio using XPath, the third option. And for the submit button, basically we don't have any other option. It's already captured by name. Yeah, I do have XPath. You can use XPath. So right now everything is XPath. You can see the same test cases as written using XPath. We'll explain more detail. How do we get this? How do we write this manually? We'll explain later. But right now Catalan Studio captured automatically, so you should be good to go right now. This is a good tool that normally you can use it in any industry platform as well. But understanding how to create test case XPath is also important. We'll explain that in the later stage as we go advanced. Okay, but basically I did it in his best pasted from there. That's what you have seen right now. I just fast forwarded because it's repetitive stuff. So what you can do is go to the Catalan Studio, copy those code snippet and paste into this test case, Visual Studio, then run it again. So you can see that test cases will be building right now and running right now, launching browser, logging in, and test case passed. So this is the third method. You are doing the same test case with a different web locators. XPath as a locator. Close it. Then now I'm going to have a mix. You can have a mix because you see in idle condition for if you're working in the real-time scenario, there's possibility that you cannot locate everything using ID or name. You might have to sometime mix locators. Yeah, right now I'm choosing another XPath method, the other methods, and I'm exporting it. So, and this copy down. This is another method of doing the XPath. Input at ID is equal to user, at ID is equal to pass, at name is equal to submit. That's another way of doing it. I just wanted to show you because to get the feel of it. Just copy it again and paste it there. You can still run the test case and test case part. You can see right now test case 001, 2, 3, 4, all test case doing ideally the same, but using different methods. So you can see test case passed. Now coming back to the last method. Close that. I'm going to change the mix method. As I told earlier, you might have a option to have a mixed methods. Why do I say mixed method? Because in real-time scenario, you may not be able to survive with just ID and name alone. You might have to go with XPath. You might have to go with CSS selector as well. The login page, I use CSS selector. You can see that here. And I'm copying it down and pasting into the Visual Studio. Just copy and paste it. Simple. Right now you understand this way. We'll go in depth in the later stage. So you can have a mixed method right now. You can also use ID for the user. That way also you can see. Right now we have XPath and CSS selector. I will put a tutorial on how to master XPath, how to master CSS selector, so that without even the Catalan Studio, you will be able to understand that. That will be useful for your interview as well for job market. So right now I clicked on run all so that you can see all the test cases passed. So that's how it works. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment below and I will address that. Thank you.